Hello, hello, my most amazing artists. Today we're going to do a drawing exercise, and we're going to learn and practice to draw 3D forms, or also known as 3D shapes. We're going to learn how to use value or draw value or shading with our pencil, and we're going to also add that value or shading to our 3D shapes so that we can make them look more realistic. Not sure what I mean? Let me show you. We are going to be making these shapes look like these shapes. And we're going to have fun. So, get your paper, get your pencil, and you might want an eraser for today just in case. We're going to start by dividing our paper up into quarters. So taking our pencil, we're going to draw a line down the middle that way, and a line down the middle of our paper the other way, so that you have it set up like this. We're going to do that on both sides. So flip your paper over and do it again. Now, during this video, if I'm ever going too fast, you should know that you can pause. Just press pause. Okay, now let's get started. We're going to start with a sphere. Let me zoom in so you can see a little bit better. We're going to create a sphere. It's also known as a ball. But to do that, we first have to draw a circle. Circles are kind of a challenge for some students. But what you can do, there's a couple of tricks. What you can do is start with dashed lines like I am, so you can get the basic shape that you want. And then you can go over those lines or in between these lines once you're happy with it. Okay? Draw light till you get it right. Notice I'm turning my paper while I am working. That also really helps me to draw. Okay. When you're finished with the ball, you can go to the next space. Here we're going to be making a cube. We're going to start with a square, and I'm going to draw the square so that it has plenty of room around it for the other lines. If you'd like to use a ruler for this, you can, but you really don't have to when you're first learning how to draw these things. We're going to make the box look like it's facing one way so that we can see it from the top and the left side. Okay? So that means that we need to put a small diagonal line at the top left corner, the top right corner, and the bottom left corner. Notice that these lines are very similar or almost identical in length and angle. They all go like this. They're all angled. They're not flat like this line. Okay? Then what we're going to do is connect them with a perfectly straight up and down line and a perfectly straight horizontal line. Now, if you notice, I've got a little tail left over here. That's okay. I have an eraser. That's why we have them. I even have a little tail there. There you go. So now we've made a cube. let's get started on the next one. This is very similar to the cube. Here, we're going to be making a cuboid, and we're going to start with a rectangle. And we're going to use the exact same lines or similar lines that we used here for here. Top left corner is diagonal line. Diagonal line, bottom left corner. Top right corner, diagonal line. And we're going to connect them with a perfectly straight up and down line. And a perfectly straight horizontal line. Oh, I did again. I had another tail. That's okay. All right. Here we go. Next shape. Let's do a cylinder. A cylinder is kind of like a soup can, and it starts with two parallel lines. Then we're going to use two curved lines, one at the bottom and one at the top. But because we're seeing the top of the cylinder, we also need to draw a curved line that goes up, like a little, almost like a rainbow line, but not quite. On the front of your paper, you should have these four shapes. If you do, you're ready to flip your paper over and get started on the rest. Okay, here we go. We're going to make a pyramid here. So let's zoom. A pyramid is going to start out by looking like a triangle. But similar to the cube and the cuboid, we are going to make it we're going to make it look 3D, by using that slight diagonal line. We're going to start at the bottom corner and go up that small diagonal line. Then we're going to take that small diagonal line and we're going to attach it to the top. There you go. You have a pyramid that looks just like the ancient Egyptians made it. Next, we're going to draw a cone. Love cones, like an ice cream cone. It's going to start similar to the pyramid. We're going to start with that pointed line. They should be about the same length, okay? But instead of that flat bottom, we are going to make a curved line. All right, boys and girls. The front of your paper should look like this. And the back of your paper should look like this. And I want you to go to video number 2 for how to add value or how to create value and add it to our shapes. Good job.